November 10th, 2023 is the day that marks the time that I went to the movie theaters to see the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Well, not really new Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but for the very first time I saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie for myself. I brought a couple of friends with me to see this movie with me. This movie blew my mind, blew me out of the water, which is what I was going to say, because this movie went above and beyond my expectations. It was just a good time, number one, and number two, it was surreal even being in the movie theaters, considering that this was finally happening. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie was finally made and now out in theaters, which is the insane thing. And even as I'm recording this right now, it's still in the theaters. So if you want to catch up with the new Five Nights at Freddy's, like, I'm telling you, like, go to the theaters and watch the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. You will not regret the experience that you're gonna have in there, because the experience that I had in there was surreal. Now, let me run it back, right? So it was pretty much on a Tuesday that I got the tickets, and then fast forwarding to Thursday, or I think Friday, something like that, I got to see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and it was around 6:15 pretty much, of course. So all my friends are there, of course, getting their last minute tickets and all that, because one thing's for certain, I have no idea why people get their tickets last minute. By the time that, like, pretty much on Tuesday when I bought the tickets, it was like 0 people in there nonetheless, other than the 2 friends. But then fast forwarding to now, it was all my friends up in there, and then there was a lot of people in there to see this thing go down in the first place. Like, it was definitely mind-blowing to even begin with. So we go in there, we see the movie, and oh my gosh, what did I exactly witness? Because I gotta break this movie down frame by frame, doing a frame by frame. When the movie started, it started crazy. You had the dude try to, like, you know, survive the night and everything. The animatronics were like gaining up on him, or, like, you know, against the doors, trying to, like, break into the security office in order to, you know, try to take him out and whatnot, which is what they exactly do. Like, they knocked him out cold. They put him in this torture chair where pretty much this mask where it has, like, blades in it. Like, they was gonna carve his face out. Like, the dude pretty much got killed, of course. Like, he couldn't even take the pin out, because it showed that he was trying to take the pin out, but, you know, by the time that mask was on him, it was already too late. Like, this man pretty much, you know, got sliced into smithereens by that suit. And pretty much that's how the movie starts, of course. So it starts with Mike Schmidt, your average guy who is struggling to make a living in America. I don't know if that's even the average, but trying to provide for his little girl, and even try to keep a home up and running and things like that, right? You know, keeping her in school. He has all these responsibilities that he's trying to keep up with. It's pretty much hard for him, considering that his parents, you know, left them behind and everything. Well, first and foremost, we find out that later in the movie, his mom passed away, and ever since the mom passed away, the dad wasn't right in the head, to the point where he pretty much left the family altogether, which left Mike taking care of his little sister, basically. So that's what happened. Whilst he's doing his job, he's about to get fired. The reason why he gets fired is because he actually hit a man due to the PTSD that he had, because something happened in his childhood where, you know, him and his brother were out on this picnic, and then all of a sudden he saw his brother get taken away. The next thing you know, and his brother has been missing ever since. So that's why, you know, he started to hit the man, because he thought the man was literally kidnapping his own kid, right? So with that being said, this his manager surprisingly offers him a job at this pizzeria location called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where he has to work the night, and he said he had one thing to do: just survive and watch the cameras and things like that. But then the second thing was to keep the area nice and clean and all that, and it was like, that's 2 things, to the point where the guy's like. But other than that, he gets the job because, you know, he doesn't have nowhere else to go in the first place. I mean, hey, you can work at my local McDonald's. Like, he gets the job, and Lord behold, first night goes extremely smooth, but there's kids in it. But pretty much there's kids in the stream. Second night rolls rolls by. All of a sudden he has the dream about them, but gets attacked by one of the kids, and there's this security guard named Vanessa that wakes him up. He's waking up with like a scratch on him, which means that these kids actually did some damage, and in the movie we do find out that there are kids possessing all the animatronics. Man, the place definitely did look realistic, because when you got to the pizzeria, it actually looked like the Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria. It looked like it was a place that used to be alive, of course, and there was also old recordings of what the place even used to be in the first place, if anything. So this was definitely great how they detailed everything, and the animatronics, they literally look like the animatronics from the video game, because for some reason, when I heard the rumors about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I thought it was gonna be something horrifying, such as, the characters in FNAF Plus, basically. But no, they actually stuck to the roots and created the characters as they were depicted in the original Five Nights at Freddy's game, which was definitely cool in the way. And all the destructive fatalities, like, bruh, when the second, like, I think it was the third or after the second shift, these guys were coming in. This group of people broke in to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to damage the place, so that way, because they were trying to get Mike fired from the place, make his life a living hell, they were basically trying to, make money off of Mike going to jail and things like that. Like, they were trying to put this man behind bars for literally no reason other than, let me just get that paycheck, let me just get that money. So they went in there, they damaged things, and the animatronics went in bro. They were literally went in. Like for instance, Freddy lowered this girl into the back, and then she got sucked in. Her upper half of her body got sucked into the suit, and Freddy literally bit her in half. I was like, holy snap! I was so surprised. I'm like, there is no way. These are what the animatronics are capable of. And let's not talk about Chica, where she had the cupcake. She throws them cupcakes like she's throwing mixtapes. Like, what the? The cupcake has teeth now, and she can literally, like, the cupcake has a soul of its own. The cupcake bites people's faces off in the first place. Dude saw all this. He was literally running, The doors were locked. There was no way of getting out of that place when they got in the first place. And then Bonnie, bro, this guy went into the storage room, turned the light on, Bonnie was right behind him. It was over. It was the back shots of 1987. Like, this man got stabbed multiple times, of course, and these animatronics were like walking casually nonetheless, of course. It wasn't even fast-paced running. They was just doing their normal walk and everything. But yo, the amount of destruction that the animatronics were doing was absolutely crazy. It was insane. And then, yo, Foxy, he was at one of the exits. The guy was trying to literally get out of there like swimwear, but he couldn't get out. He was locked in there. There was no escape for him. There's no way out of this. Foxy came up from behind like dun 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 dee dee doo doo dee, and then it goes dark, and then it's bright again, and Foxy's just running at you. Literally stuck the hook under his chin, literally sliced his neck bone up and everything. It was all over for the group. There's no way out of this. You enter Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, there's no way out of it. And that's what they showed. Like, the animatronics were going insane. But then you also saw the light side of the animatronics, where they're not just out, killing people. They're just kids in animatronic suits that want to play around, etc. But, it's like, if you poke the bear, if you look at the cat, or even bother the lion, and etc., it's gonna bother you, which that's basically what happened. And I ain't even gonna cap, they got bodied. It was crazy. Me and my friends were like, no, I think I was the only one that was like, this guy was like posing like a fake name or something, and he was showing signs that he was definitely the killer nonetheless, because why would he show signs as to Like, pretty much, why would he show signs of it? Like, the moment he heard Mike Schmidt, he was like, "Hey, buddy, do you want to work over here?" Like, that is weird. It's like, finally someone who could take on this. I had a great experience, and then we find out that, they actually want, Abby, who is, Mike's sister, to become one of them. So, they prevent all that from happening, and you know what happened? We find out who the killer is. William Afton is the killer, and a plot twist. Vanessa, who is the cop, is William Afton's daughter. And mind you, I think she's the one. I think she works in the security breach versus. So it's like no wonder why she becomes Fanny in security breach. It's like father like daughter. You know, the movie was definitely great overall. I give this a 10 out of 10, even if not all of the movie was aligned to the lore. Of course, I had a great time. This was definitely a great movie. And would I want to go to the movie theaters and watch it again? Yes. I think what I'm gonna do is wait until November 28th to see this movie on my own big screen and things like that. I would definitely love to go to the movie theaters just by myself to see it again. And not only that, towards the end, they played the Living Tombstone music, and also I did not see the Easter eggs of 8-Bit Ryan, Razbowsy, Doggo, and all these other people on there. Of course, if I had to, you would have to pretty much pause and actually zoom in, of course, to see that. And yo, Corey was in the movie. Corey Kenshin. Corey was in the movie towards the end of it. When I saw that, I'm like, let's go! Let's go! I was so hyped that he was even in the movie to even begin with, of course. This movie was a banger, of course. Not just because Corey was in the movie nonetheless, but Blumhouse literally put their own twist to this movie. Like, they did their thing. Like, I knew what y'all was doing when y'all made Megan, okay? Like, the fact that y'all created Megan as like an animatronic similar to the animatronics in Freddy Fazbear's. Like, I knew what y'all was doing. I will also acknowledge that it's their own thing and not just the prototype of Five Nights at Freddy's. But you get what I mean. Jason Blum, I knew what you was doing when you made that movie, though. So honestly, since there has been hints of a Five Nights at Freddy's 2, shit, they may make Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, all, like, they may make multiple movies on it. Like, can I get a role in? No, I'll play. And when they played Living Tombstones, I started dancing in the theaters as well. And then when they showed Corey again at towards the end, I'm like, Corey! And yes, you bet your ass, if there's another Five Nights at Freddy's movie, then you bet your ass I'm gonna be in the theaters. I'm gonna be in here like this. I'm gonna be like, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm hyped for this thing. I'm even hyped to see the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 if it ever comes out and to even begin with. So if you guys enjoyed this video, blast that like button on your way out. Also, why not subscribe to join me on this journey, and I will see you guys on the next episode of NullFace. Now, pretend that this is 2030, right? Or maybe 2026. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is out in theaters. Yeah, okay, I'm going to see that next. Don't mind me. I'm prepping for Five Nights at Freddy's 2.